morning off of Goleta Beach. The Coast Guard says it's about 3 miles long and about a half-mile wide and drifting toward the waters off Santa Barbara.
And we have live team coverage of the coastal oil slick. Kelsey Gerkins is live in Ventura County with the potential impact on sea life. But first, let's go to News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary, who's been at Goleta Beach from the very beginning. And John, the Coast Guard just gave us an update.
Well, this oil sheen was discovered here off the coast of Goleta Beach. It is now a serious concern for the people who come down here on a regular basis. It was discovered this morning, and it was not a confirmed spill, and it's certainly not linked to any facilities, not linked to the Plains All-American pipeline break on May 19th, not linked to any oil facilities onshore or an offshore platform. But it has been enough to bring out emergency officials. An oil sheen off Goleta throws another scare towards the coast. Santa Barbara County Fire and a pair of kayakers were the first to identify it.
Some blobs of oil out here, and I said, wow, I wonder if that's coming from Refugio. And then we got out there further and further, and the sheen started getting bigger and bigger, thicker. I put my legs out, and woe and behold, what was I doing that for?
After a Coast Guard flyover beyond the Goleta Pier and to the eastern end of the beach, it was confirmed to be a sheen, not specifically a spill, and the source was unknown.
The sheen is approximately 3 miles long by about a half a mile wide, with what we call sporadic coverage, which is, so within that, those dimensions that I mentioned, 30% coverage of a light sheen.
Another kayaker who knows these waters well says it was unusually large.
You know, walked on the beach, I mean, after the big oil spill, but I've never seen it kind of coating so much area. And sometimes you used to see tar balls from ships, but this smells like crude oil, so I guess it must be crude oil, right?
And to put it in perspective, we are on the eastern side of the Goleta Pier, and this is what you and I would call the high tide line. They call it a rack line as well. And this is where most of it's been, down towards Moore Basin, Hendry's Beach. And I'm going to walk you right up to a spot here just to show you what people are seeing. This is what they're seeing on the beach right here. It's the type of tar ball or patty that they are talking about here. And you see it's glistening, it's shiny. It looks very, very fresh. I'm not going to touch it to show you the ooze. It is petroleum, and I'd rather not have that on me. But you can see this is all up and down the beach. It's similar to what we saw after the pipeline break on some of these beaches in the May and June and early July months. But down along the coastline to the east of us, we saw probably about twice as much as we saw back then. Again, it's only described as a sheen. The Coast Guard says it's going to let the natural waters break it up right now. There's not enough there, they say, for them to skim or pick up at this time. As for Vetico, which runs platform Holly offshore, and some of this has been seen in that area, they say there are no incidents at any of their Vetico facilities. Reporting live from Goleta Beach this evening, I'm John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
Okay, thank you, John.